is talking to #Iowa. This is from our Jim Spellman, who spends a lot of time out there. He said Edith and Carolyn deserve their own Weebles, those Weebles that you and Wolf were talking about. Lots of good stuff. You know, Piers Morgan's executive producer, Jonathan Wald, has been hanging around the studio. I think they had a show to do earlier. Didn't quite work out that way. Jonathan Wald says, set your calendars now for the Iowa caucus baby boom in 9 months. So the Twitterverse, you joked last time with me that everybody had gone to sleep. We saw the numbers decreasing on the number of tweets that were coming in. Right. They have woken up again. Yes. They have woken up. The Twitterverse is alive. Edith and Carolyn, thank you for your contribution to excellent journalism today.
It really is, I think, the best live phone call I've ever heard.
It is actually, yes, it was.
It was incredible. Wolf, back to you.
You know what? We're going to try to get them on the phone in the next few minutes. I want to thank them for helping America solve this mystery. Edith and Carolyn, they're our good friends. They're friends of all of ours right now. We're going to talk to them. Hopefully, I hope they didn't go back to sleep. Edith and Carolyn, what do you think, Aaron?
I just think it was a great moment in America, that it shows that, you know, people around the world are watching right now, and you're looking at, with all these countries with democracy in question, and you look at the greatest democracy in the world, and you realize that it still comes down to people counting things and caring so passionately about getting it right. And it was just
and those women did their work.
They did.
I might point that out.
Offended to hear that someone would question them because they knew every single... I wrote them down as she did it. 437 Romney, 292 Paul, 151 Gingrich, all the way down.
They knew the whole
5 for Herman Cain.
I don't want to be the person who messed it up.
And you know what I drew from this, just coincidentally, when I interviewed Mitt Romney last week, we drove in his bus from Davenport to Clinton County. I got off the bus in Clinton County. He went to a rally. So he may have gotten those 8 votes by showing up in Clinton County on that day to speak to the folks there, and they liked him. There was a big crowd. He did well, and he wins the Iowa caucuses, not by much, Pierce, but he wins.
I'd come back to a win's a win. I think if you're Mitt Romney and 3 weeks ago you were told you were going to win in Iowa, you would have been absolutely thrilled, because in your head you're thinking, I'll probably come second or third and then win in New Hampshire. He's won the first one, he'll probably win the second. It's good for him.
We got great news. Anderson, get ready. Come over here to this table. Anderson, please. I want you to join in this conversation, because guess what? Joining us now on the phone, Edith and Carolyn. Let's give them a big round of applause. Let me start with Edith. Edith, thank you so much. On behalf of all of us, on behalf of the American people, we want to thank you for clearing up this mystery. Tell us how you feel right now, Edith.
I am just overwhelmed with all of this. Overwhelmed.
You're happy.
I'm very happy with what's happened here, but I'm just amazed because really and truly, my people did call this in tonight, and I don't know where the glitch was. I did hear from the Romney campaign about 11:20, and I gave them the figures, and then I went to bed, and it's been kind of interesting to wake up.
Very interesting. All right, let's get the reaction from Carolyn. How do you feel about this, Carolyn? Because you were huge in solving this great mystery.
Well, I guess if I hadn't answered my phone, the mystery would still be going on, wouldn't it?
Fortunately, you did. Was it your cell phone or was it a hard line?
It was my cell phone.
Your cell phone. Well, you know, Anderson, talk to these ladies. Now, they want to hear from you.
You know, you're trending worldwide, apparently, on Twitter. I just learned from Ali Velshi. Are you big on the Twitter?
Not so good. I just got an iPad for Christmas, but I don't know how to work it
yet. Would you ladies like to be the co-anchors of a new CNN program, CNN After Dark?
A very exciting moment in the history of Iowa, the Iowa caucus. Can we ask you, ladies, are you happy that the winner of the Iowa caucuses is Mitt Romney? Edith, first to you. Edith? Are you gone?
I am happy that it's won. I, as county chairman, did not take a stand as to who I voted for this evening, and I did not share that. Our Central Committee decided that we would remain neutral and work to promote all of the candidates as they came into our county. They were very thrilled last week when Mitt Romney came. I'm told we had 750 to 1,000 people. Unfortunately, I was not able to attend that event as my mother's cousin had died, and I felt my duty was to my family that day, and I attended her funeral.
I represented you at that event,
so I was
Edith.
not in Clinton.
I was there in Clinton County at that event, and you gave the right answer, by the way, as chair. You shouldn't tell us how you voted. On the other hand, Carolyn, you may want to share with us how you feel.
I have the same obligation as a Central Committee member, and I chaired my caucus tonight. So I had no partiality as far as public, and privately, I won't share who I voted for.
How many years do you two ladies have combined in Republican politics in your county?
I worked for two congressmen for 18 years, and I worked in the party locally for quite a while. I would say 30 years.
I asked because I got an email from a veteran Iowa Republican activist, and of course Iowans are up all night watching this tonight. Here's what they said about you. We know them well. Everyone loves Carolyn and fears Edith.
I think that could be true about the fear. I'm not sure about the love for Carolyn.
Edith's been doing politics since 1972 in this county. My late husband was elected county chairman in 1975, and I've been actively involved since then.
May I ask you, how do you
This
think
is, by the way, Edith and Carol, this is David Gergen, our senior political analyst. You've probably seen him on CNN, right?
Yes, we have.
Okay, good. He's going to ask you a question.
Oh, good. Thank you both so very, very much. I'm just curious how people in Iowa are going to feel about how close this has been. This is the closest outcome we've ever had in an Iowa primary, and in fact, a lot of research suggests it's the closest that we've been seen in American politics in any primary or caucus over the last 20 years. How should the media is going to spend a lot of time trying to interpret this? How do you interpret what's gone on there tonight? Because it's been absolutely fascinating.
I don't know. I don't know if I have an answer to that. At 11:20, when the Romney campaign staffer called me, and he indicated to me that it was very, very close, I thought, boy, this is very unusual for Iowa, but I think it tells you that Iowans are looking at this very closely, and we think before we vote. And I realize this is extremely unusual, but I don't have an answer as to how we're going to perceive this. Do you, Carolyn?
Carolyn?
I just wanted Iowa to look good tonight. I wanted good participation. I wanted whomever we voted for to go forward. And, gosh, I just want him to beat President Obama.
Edith.
Whoever that person's going to be.
Edith, this is Gloria Borger here.
We will work for either candidate.
Okay. I want to ask you about turnout because our numbers show that there weren't that many more this time than there were in 2008. There were about 122,000 this time. You consider that successful?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Even with all the talk about all the enthusiasm on the Republican side, would you have expected more? You didn't?
Well, I would have expected more. I would have hoped for a few more, but I think Iowans really want to meet these candidates, and many of these candidates chose the larger cities to come into, like they expected us to go to Davenport, and didn't realize that Clinton County is the 10th largest county in Iowa. That has a lot to say, and that we are very concerned as to who our presidential candidate is. Governor Branstad alluded to this earlier in the summer in August, that he felt they needed to come into all the counties, and Rick Santorum did that.
He certainly did. Edith, Carolyn, unfortunately, we have to go, but Piers Morgan is here, and he has one final question he wants to ask the two of you. Piers.
Yeah, ladies, congratulations on a magnificent performance this evening. I just wondered, do either of you have an agent? Because if you don't, I'd like to apply for the job. I think you're going to be pretty busy.
Oh, it's been kind of fun. It's good to be a part of history.
Certainly is.
Small part. Thank you very much.
Hey, Edith and Carolyn, get some sleep. You guys are going to be busy. Oh, there's a picture. Are you guys watching, Edith and Carolyn, are you watching TV right now?
Not right now.
Not right now. You're not watching CNN right now, are you?
Oh, we're in a different room right now.
Because Edith is right in the middle of our screen, right there. There's a picture of Edith. Edith, you got there with the governor, Terry Branstad. You've done amazing work. All of us are very proud of you. We're proud of Iowa. Democracy in action. And you know what? From little kids, we always learn that every vote counts, and that was underscored on this day. Thanks to you, thanks to everyone in Iowa for underscoring to the world, and the whole world has been watching here on CNN. They've been watching this show unfold, and we want to make it clear that democracy is good. Every vote counts. Guys, thanks very, very much. Edith and Carolyn, you know, Aaron, you can't make this kind of stuff up.
No, but it is what makes this country so amazing.
Yeah. All right, get a good night's sleep, ladies. We'll speak tomorrow. We'll take one more quick break, much more of our coverage in a moment.
Before we do any major projects on our home,
we do a ton of research on Angie's List.
At Angie's List, you'll find reviews on everything from home repair to healthcare, written by people just like you.
With Angie's List, I save time, money, and I avoid frustration.
You'll find great companies and great Angie's List discounts.
You want to be sure the money you're about to spend is money well spent.
before you have any work done in your home, go to Angie's List.
From roofers to plumbers to dentists and more, Angie's List. Reviews you can trust.
You stole my line.
Talking a big game about your engine is one thing. Having a proven history that can back it all up is a whole other story. Unsurpassed torque, incredible towing, legendary Cummins engines. Which engine do you want powering your truck? Guts, glory, Ram.
Legend has it that Aphrodite, Greek goddess of love and desire, introduced the pomegranate to the island of Cyprus, where it was declared an aphrodisiac. And only Pom Wonderful has the juice of 4 whole pomegranates and is backed by modern science. Powerful then, Pom Wonderful now.
What makes the Sleep Number store different?
You walk into a conventional mattress store, it's really not about you.
They say, well, if you want a firm bed, you can lie on one of those. If you want a soft bed, you can lie on one of those. We provide the exact individualization that your body needs.
Welcome to the Sleep Number year-end closeout event. Not just ordinary beds on sale, but the bed that can change your life on sale. The Sleep Number bed. It calibrates precisely to your body and your comfort zone.
Now you can feel what happens as we raise your sleep number setting and allow the bed to contour to your individual shape.
Oh, yeah.
It's really shaping to my body. Right now, save up to $800 on selected 2011 Sleep Number bed sets.
You can adjust it however you want, so you don't have to worry about buying the wrong mattress.
Once they get our bed, they're like, why didn't I do this sooner?
Hurry this week to the year-end closeout event and save on the bed that can change your life. The Sleep Number bed, only at the Sleep Number store, where queen bed sets now start at just $8.99.
Feeling like a shadow of your former self?
Michael, get the game.
Don't have the hops for hoops with your buddies? Lost your appetite for romance? And your mood is on its way down? You might not just be getting older. You might have a treatable condition called low testosterone or low T. Millions of men 45 or older may have low T. So talk to your doctor about low T.
Hey, Michael!
And step out of the shadows.
Hi, how are you?
Learn more at isitlowt.com.
Let me just update you on the official results. 100% of the precincts in Iowa have now been counted. The results have been sent. Mitt Romney wins the Iowa caucuses, but not by much. By 8 votes, 30,015 votes for Mitt Romney. Rick Santorum, 30,007 votes. Ron Paul comes in 3rd. Newt Gingrich 4th. You get the point, but it's about as close as possible. Anderson, it's been a dramatic evening.
It's dramatic indeed, funny at times, emotional at times, really a remarkable evening. Our coverage continues of the Iowa caucuses.